Hey viewers, L7 here. In today's video we will be taking a look at the KWA MKV, also known as the KWA Makarov. I've been waiting for this to come out. I'm glad the Makarov is gaining popularity in airsoft. The only other variant out of the Makarov is the WE Makarov. Now I chose the KWA Makarov for two reasons. This one is more realistic and similar to the real steel 9x18 Makarov. The WE Makarov is more based on the 380 ACP Makarov. So the grip is a bit different and it's not exactly the same as the real steel Makarov. I wanted something really close to the real steel Makarov, and this is as close as you're going to get. Now, inside of the box, of course, is the manual. Definitely read through this so you know how the gun works, how it operates, how to take it apart, how to clean it, and there's also a parts diagram. Just everything you need to know is included in the manual. You have the gun itself, KWA BBs, these are okay to use. Your hop-up adjustment tool, you're going to need this to dial the pistol in with whatever weight BBs you plan on using. And I really like that KWA always includes some silicone lubricant here, so you can keep your gun running how it should. So, again, I really wanted something as close as I can get to the real steel Makarov, and that's because I own a real Makarov. Now, since I brought a gun to the table, we're going to check that this pistol is safe. So we're going to drop the magazine. The magazine is completely empty. Then we're going to open the slide up. There we go. And as you can see, there are no rounds in this chamber. This pistol is completely safe. Alright, so first thing you're going to notice, as I said, KWA mimicked the real steel Makarov pretty darn well. We're going to drop the magazine here. We're going to talk about the magazine shortly. Going to do the same deal. Charge the pistol. And what you're going to notice is it's on fire currently. You move the safety. It also decocks the hammer with the real steel version. Going to do this from this angle. Going to put it on safe. The hammer drops, excuse me. So that's what we have. Now you're going to notice these Makarovs do look a little different, but they're pretty much the same thing. The KWA MKV is purely based on the military model of the Makarov. So you have the military grip, has a little lanyard loop here. Also the rear sight is different. This is just plain military based sight. On this version, the grip is different. I changed the grips. Originally they came with the target grips, as most people would call them, and all it has is a thumb rest for your thumb. So that's really it. It was made out of really hard plastic. I didn't enjoy shooting it that way. The Makarov, it just felt really snappy and it would hurt the web of your hand after putting so many rounds through it. Again, this is the military grip. I can buy the military grip and install it on here, but this is the Pierce grip. If you own a Makarov, this is a must-have. Something I saw in the manual here is the parts breakdown. It seems as though you can remove the pistol grip, so if I can get this Pierce grip on here, or I could purchase another Pierce grip and mount it on here, that would be awesome. I love the Makarov. It's a great concealed carry platform. It's a fun gun to use at the range. It's extremely reliable. Never had a misfire or jam or anything with the real steel variant. So I swear by this pistol, it's great. So if I can also get this grip on here, it would be a great practice tool. 9x18 Makarov ammunition is pretty expensive. It's more expensive than regular 9x19 Parabellum ammunition, 9mm Luger. It's more expensive. A bit more difficult to come by. Online's going to be your best bet. Some stores shoot up the prices. Some stores just don't carry it. And their prices are pretty fair, but again, they do not carry the ammunition. This 6mm BB's extremely cheap. You can buy like 5,000 BBs for $20. It's going to be a great training platform for practicing the same exact setup, just when I'm not at the range. Alright, let's go on to the magazines, and then we'll go back to the pistol. They're exactly the same size, pretty much, which is great. A really cool thing I thought was that, you know, the real steel magazine would fit inside of the airsoft variant, and then same here, vice versa. Obviously don't slide it in all the way and damage either gun. Now, talking about the magazine, the Makarov does not have a regular magazine release. It does not have a release button like most pistols would have. Instead, I'm going to slide this in here. It has a heel release, or some people would call it the European magazine release. All you do is get your thumb, press it here, it pops, and you can slide it out quick and easy. Takes some getting used to. I've had this pistol for several months, and I can change magazines really fast and easy. No problem. Now on the KWA MKV, it's pretty much the same deal. Have the same kind of heel release at the bottom. Thing is, this magazine is more difficult to get out. It's a tight fit. Doesn't pop like it does positively on the real steel. So it's going to take a little getting used to. It's pretty much the same thing. This might ease up after some use. But another thing here is this magazine only holds 10 BBs. I like that. It's really close to the real steel. The magazine here only holds 8 rounds, and then you can have one in the chamber for a total of 9. So that's another positive for me. Now, I also want to mention that I got this pistol off of evike.com. On Evike, they'll have the pistol, but you're going to notice they don't carry extra magazines for the MKV. I looked online on several websites. Nobody has it. So what are you going to do? I called KWA. They called me back after a while. They were busy on the line, so they got back to me and they told me if I want extra magazines, you can order it directly from them. And they about retail for $29.99, and you should be able to get free shipping. I have 3 magazines for my real steel. I think I'm going to order 2 more. Have the same exact setup. So if I can get the Pierce grip on here, total of 3 mags, that's going to be perfect for me. So let's talk about the MKV and kind of let this all go. The body overall is plastic. It's a good plastic. It's not cheap, but I'm okay with that because I had the KWA USP and the top slide was metal, and I didn't like it because usually it would not lock on the last BB fired, which kind of sucked because I'd be shooting, then I noticed the slide's still firing, but I'm not shooting any BBs. It never locked, or wouldn't always lock. I put on the silicone lube, and that didn't really help at all. So since this is plastic, I should theoretically have more recoil. So I'm hoping it locks on the last round fired. Also, this gun apparently really only shoots 280 feet per second. On the manual, it says 280 to 320. On most videos, websites and such, most people will say it shoots 280. I've seen some people say they got 290 in their chrono readings, and some people got pretty close to 300, but that's about it. Now with the WE version, their Makarov has a barrel extension, so you can get the FPS past 300. Again, I didn't like it. It was based off of the 380 ACP Makarov, and the grip was kind of funny and not really true to the real thing. The disassembly is about the same, almost. You pull this down, then let me show you on the real steel. You'll pull this down. Now with the real steel, you can put this to the left or the right, so it'll hold there. On the KWA version, you don't have the same thing where you can slide it to the left or right. It won't move for you. That's fine because it's really light. You can hold it down with your finger, pop the slide off. The gun has to be on fire, pull it off. Really easy to disassemble. I won't do it in the overview video, but I will do it in the full video review. Because, again, I want this to be as close to the real steel as possible. Now, I know the FPS is low for this pistol, but from what I've seen online and what I've heard is this pistol, the MKV, has a great hop-up system. So even though you're shooting, 280, 290 feet per second, those BBs are still going to get out there. I don't know how well the KWA Makarov, I don't know how well the WE Makarov fires, but since it's KWA, I think this is probably going to shoot better, and also since it has the NS2 system, I don't have to worry about leaky magazines. That's why another reason why I don't use WE pistols, because everyone I know who has a WE pistol eventually runs into leaky magazines. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this. It's really close to the real thing. The weight's obviously not the same since it's airsoft. It is plastic, which I'm okay with. Again, I should have a little more recoil, and it should always lock on the last BB fired. I'm okay with that. The dimensions are the same. The feel's really close. Again, if I can get this grip off and get a Pierce grip to fit on here, it has the same thing. You just use a flat head, take the grip off. So I might test that out, see if I can get this grip to fit on there. This is going to make for a great training platform. It's also going to make for a great airsoft gun. I'm really excited to use it. So last thing I want to mention here. Here's a concealed carry holster for the real steel Makarov. I have a great idea for a video that I'll be uploading soon. The KWA Makarov fits perfectly in here as well. This is a JP holster. JP is no longer in business from what I understand. And these leather holsters were expensive. I actually picked this up at a gun show for $10. So I guess the person who owned it didn't really understand or know the value for it. Now, also the leather did change color from wear and tear. So I'm also really glad it fits in there. So I can practice, carry drills with the KWA MKV when I'm not at the range or if I don't have any ammo for the real deal. So to wrap up this video, I'm going to do a shooting test so you can see how the pistol works, and that'll be it for the video. As always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more airsoft videos from me, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot of gameplay videos and eventually a full video review of the KWA MKV. This is Ale7 signing out.